The question of a new Israeli fighter jet that could revolutionize air warfare is, in itself, a window into the technological ambition, military doctrine, and complex geopolitical dynamics of the Middle East region. Like, subscribe, and share. Let's begin. Israel, through its Israel Aircraft Industry, IAI, has historically demonstrated an astonishing ability to develop cutting-edge weapon systems, often outpacing its Western partners in integrating advanced electronics and networked warfare concepts. To understand the potential revolution, it is necessary to analyze the context of its air power. Currently, the Israeli Air Force, IAF, relies on a formidable and highly modernized fleet of American-made fighter jets. The cornerstone of its strike capability and air superiority is the F-35 Adir, a highly modified variant of the fifth-generation F-35 Lightning II stealth fighter, along with squadrons of F-15s and F-16s upgraded with Israeli avionics, electronic warfare, and weapon systems, making them unique in the world. The Adir fleet, the Israeli name for the F-35, already includes software and hardware modifications that allow it to carry its own munitions and sensor systems, significantly increasing the fighter's lethality compared to the standard version. In this context, the idea of a new Israeli fighter jet that will revolutionize air warfare forever takes us back to the most ambitious and controversial program in the history of Israeli military aviation, the Lavi. The Lavi, meaning young lion in Hebrew, was Israel's attempt to design and build a fully independent fourth generation or fourth and a half generation multi-role fighter, intended to replace its aging attack aircraft such as the F-4 Phantom II. The project began in the late 1970s and represented the culmination of IAI's ingenuity and Israel's determination to achieve military self-sufficiency. The Lavi was not simply a copy of an existing design. It was a light, maneuverable attack aircraft, optimized for air-to-ground and close air support missions, but with a secondary air superiority capability. Its design incorporated a delta wing configuration with canards, small forward wings, which gave it exceptional low-speed maneuverability and superior lift for carrying a larger payload, a crucial feature for operations within the short combat radius in which the French Air Force operates. The aircraft was destined to revolutionize aerial warfare in its time for three main reasons. 1. Avionics and autonomous electronic warfare. The Lavi's true innovation lay in its electronic brain. The aircraft was designed with a fully modular avionics system developed entirely in Israel. It included a state-of-the-art active electronically scanned array radar known as AESA, which would have been the most advanced on any fighter at the time, along with Israel's own electronic warfare system known as GE. This meant that, unlike other US partners, Israel not only assembled the aircraft, but also controlled and could update the entire suite of sensors and software without relying on foreign authorization or technology. In modern warfare, where situational awareness and cyber resilience are paramount, this technological sovereignty was the ultimate revolution. 2. Composite materials and weight reduction. The Lavi pioneered the use of advanced composite materials for its fuselage and wings, with the aim of reducing weight. This, combined with a powerful Pratt & Whitney PW120 turbofan engine, a variant of the F-16 engine, promised a thrust-to-weight ratio that surpassed many of its contemporaries, resulting in superior performance and acceleration essential for combat. 3. Digital Flight Control System. The Lavi was one of the first fighters to integrate a 4-channel, triple-redundant digital flight control system known as FBW, necessary to control its aerodynamically unstable design. This system allowed pilots to perform extreme maneuvers beyond the capabilities of manual control, a feature now standard on 5th-generation fighters. Despite successful flight tests with 2 prototypes in the mid-1980s, the Lavi project was cancelled in 1987, following a dramatic vote in the Israeli cabinet. The cancellation was primarily due to political and financial pressure from the United States. Washington, the main provider of military aid to Israel and a key partner in the Lavi's development, feared that a competitive Israeli fighter would erode the export market for its own aircraft, such as the F-16CD. The estimated cost of the program, had also ballooned to billions of dollars, an economic burden that the Israeli economy at the time could not bear. Although the Lavi never entered service, its legacy is the true revolution that Israel brought to air warfare. The experience and technology developed in the Lavi program were not lost. 1. The high-tech defense boom. The 3,500 highly skilled engineers and technicians who worked on the Lavi formed the foundation of today's Israeli defense industry. The avionics software technology, electronic warfare systems, and radar equipment developed for the Lavi became the cornerstone of IAI's and other Israeli high-tech companies' most successful export products, transforming the country into a world leader in modernizing foreign fighter jets and manufacturing unmanned systems. Like, subscribe, and share. 2. Drones and unmanned aerial vehicles. The knowledge gained in advanced navigation systems, data links, and sensor miniaturization was applied to the development of unmanned aerial vehicles, known by their acronym VAVs, where Israel became a global pioneer. Its drones, such as the Heron, revolutionized the concept of persistent reconnaissance and precision strike. 3. The Israelization of foreign platforms. The knowledge and experience gained from the Lavi allowed Israel to develop the capabilities to integrate its own systems into American fighters, creating unique variants. The F-35 Adir is the most recent and clearest example of this silent revolution. Israel modified the Adir to allow the integration of its own precision-guided munitions, specific electronic warfare sensors, and an advanced battle control system that merges the fighter's data with the rest of the Israeli military network. The Israeli Adir is, therefore, a fifth-generation fighter with an Israeli brain that gives it operational capabilities that no other F-35 user possesses. Currently, there is no new Israeli manned fighter program to replace the F-35. The global trend, which Israel leads in many respects, is moving toward the sixth generation of air combat, and the revolution is no longer in the manned fighter itself, but in the systems family that accompanies it. The new Israeli fighter jet that will revolutionize air warfare is, in fact, the FAI operational concept that focuses on 1. Artificial intelligence and sensor fusion in the battle cloud. Israel is at the forefront of using artificial intelligence, AI, for multi-sensor data fusion. The Adir acts as the primary stealth sensor node, collecting data from its radars and passive infrared sensors. This information doesn't remain confined to the aircraft. It is processed in real time using AI algorithms and instantly shared via an encrypted, low probability of interception data link with the rest of the force, including drones, ships, and ground units. This interconnected battle cloud allows the Israeli Air Force, IAF, to view the battlefield more comprehensively and make decisions at unprecedented speed. 2. Collaborative combat aircraft. Israel's future in air warfare lies in the development of autonomous and semi-autonomous combat drones that will fly as loyal wings, known by their acronym NW, controlled by the F-35 pilot. These attack drones will be able to carry out riskier missions, such as penetrating defenses, acting as decoys, or carrying a massive payload of munitions, multiplying the combat power of the manned fighter at a much lower cost and without endangering a pilot's life. IAI and other Israeli companies are investing heavily in this technology, which is the essence of sixth-generation warfare. 3. Adaptive electronic warfare. Israel is developing software-defined electronic warfare and air cyber warfare systems. This means that jamming and deception systems can be updated and reconfigured in a matter of hours or minutes to counter new threats or enemy radars, rather than months of costly hardware upgrades. This cyber agility is a revolutionary advantage in an environment where adversaries are constantly upgrading their air defenses. Sure, here's a longer version of the text. In essence, the Israeli revolution in military aviation is not simply about introducing a new manned fighter airframe to replace the iconic F-35. Rather, it involves the development of a sixth-generation family of systems, in which the F-35 serves as the core of a complex stealth command and control system. This comprehensive approach not only redefines how combat aircraft are designed and used, but also sets a new standard in modern air warfare. The spirit of innovation and the pursuit of technological sovereignty that characterize the Lavi program, Israel's attempt to develop its own advanced fighter jet, have not faded over time. On the contrary, they have evolved into remarkable electronic prowess and cutting-edge software integration. These capabilities are what currently make the Israeli Air Force one of the most lethal and advanced air combat forces in the world. This force relies not only on the power of its aircraft, but also on the intelligence of its systems, enabling it to guarantee air superiority in the region for decades to come. Like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.